dropping a little bit of a bombshell yesterday. The idea that Payton, based upon a source close to the former Saints head coach, would be interested in 3 teams, among others, but 3 teams were mentioned in Jackson's item. 1, the Cowboys. Duh. 2, the Dolphins.
The sports journals like Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio have consistently attacked Tua Tagovailoa. They've recently gone after Tyreek Hill because of his podcast. Now it seems a memo has gone out for all the sports journals and ESPN to go after Mike McDaniel.
First-year coach Mike McDaniel, we don't even know what he's going to do. He could be great. Now, if he is, the Payton thing goes away. But it puts extra pressure on him.
McDaniel has yet to coach 1 NFL football game as a head coach. And already, the sports journals are talking about Sean Payton replacing him next year. What is it with these guys and their constant use of the word pressure? They must think that NFL coaches and players sit around wondering what the media is going to say about them and whether or not they're going to be cut or fired. Newsflash, they don't. This talk is absurd.
And if Stephen Ross is hellbent on getting Tom Brady and Brady's choice is Sean Payton, and remember, unless you only watch ESPN or NFL Network, you're aware of this. Payton and Brady were in the process of happening in Miami. The Brian Flores lawsuit filed the same day Tom Brady announced his retirement. That kept it from occurring. It still could happen next year.
Was the Tom Brady stuff real? I don't know, and I really don't care. The season has yet to begin, and these guys are already stirring up shit. I'm pretty sure, I can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure Tom Brady would tell you to go screw yourself right now if you tried to talk this mess to him. Both Tom Brady and Tua Tagovailoa are getting ready for this year's NFL season. I guarantee you they're both laser focused, and neither one of them want to entertain this Sean Payton crowd. It's only the lonely sports journals who are clamoring for eyeballs who want to stir up this shit. I can't say for sure. Nope, I don't know. But I would be willing to go down to the Hard Rock Casino tonight and put everything that Mike McDaniel isn't worried about this stuff.
And if I'm McDaniel, I look at it 2 ways. 1, it pisses me off and motivates me because...
Pissed off? If anything, you guys are making them laugh.
If they decide to fire him at any time, that's their business. Any head coach is at the mercy of that reality. An owner who can decide, if he or she so chooses, to move on from a head coach whenever.
Florio mentioned business and said that an NFL owner could fire a coach at any time. That may be true, but what he failed to discuss was the success in business that Stephen Ross has had. I can tell you right now, as a guy who's planned long-term real estate portfolios, Stephen Ross isn't looking at firing Mike McDaniel in a year or 2. If you think right now that Stephen Ross is contemplating bringing in Sean Payton after 1 year, you're pretty stupid. If there was a Sean Payton move to be had and to bring Tom Brady in as the owner, that was because of the sour taste in his mind and what he had to do to revive the franchise after the Brian Flores debacle. Once Stephen Ross settled in, picked Mike McDaniel, made him the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, signed him to a contract, brought in Tyreek, there's no way he's looking at even contemplating removing him after 1 year. Ain't gonna happen, and Florio knows that. He's just clickbaiting. And then on ESPN, they push the same narrative on the same day.
When you see this story out there, Canty, what's your first reaction?
Yeah, I think this is an obvious situation that everybody knows is developing this season, and a lot of coaches are going to be made to feel uncomfortable. But to me, if Sean Payton is interested in those 3 destinations, there are 2 that are obviously more, I guess, desirable than the other ones, and that would be the Dallas Cowboys because they have Dak Prescott, and the Los Angeles Chargers because they have a quarterback already in Justin Herbert. So with the Miami Dolphins, the jury is still out on Tua. They do have 2 first-round draft picks next year, and it's a quarterback-rich draft. But to me, the places that Sean Payton should really dial in on is Los Angeles with the Chargers and Dallas with the Dallas Cowboys.
I get it. Sean Payton is a big name in NFL coaching circles. In 2006, 16 years ago, he was the NFL Coach of the Year. And then 12 years ago, he won the Super Bowl in 2010. But did you know, since he won the Super Bowl in 2010, Sean Payton has only had a 5-7 record in the NFL playoffs. And since 2010, since he won the Super Bowl, 4 seasons, he didn't even qualify for the playoffs. And that's with a Hall of Fame quarterback like Drew Brees. So obviously, once again, we see the sports journalists trying to conjure up some sort of controversy down here in Miami with the Dolphins. What do you think? Do you think here in his first year that Stephen Ross is going to put pressure on Mike McDaniel and try to force him out the door if he doesn't win the Super Bowl in his first or second year with the Miami Dolphins? I don't think that's the case. And if you like this video, check out one of these two videos here on the Miami Dolphins and Mike McDaniel. And thanks for listening and bearing with me with this cold I had today. It's not the Rona, but I just had a cold. Talk to you soon.